Hey everybody, this is Killer Arcade Games. I'm Chris. Today is Monday, and Mondays typically suck, so I thought I'd get on here and play some games for you, some Killer Instinct to be exact, and try to distract you from your crappy Monday and get you through it a little bit easier. If you're unfamiliar with what Gameplay Mondays is, it's kind of half gameplay and half podcast in a way. If you're here just to see the gameplay, you're probably at the wrong place, or just put it on mute because I'm probably going to talk over all of it. And it may just be about game or whatever's going on in the arcade world, maybe going on with my world. And so yeah, just keep that in mind. Sometimes I'll get a person comment here and there, be like, why won't this guy shut up? It's like, well, you kind of came to the wrong place. Anyway, so let's dive right into it. I'm already on my second recording of this because I looked over at my monitor back here and realized, oh, this camera that I'm looking at has frozen. So you're probably going to see me glance over there frequently and make sure that everything's still working. Like now, okay, everything's still working, which is good. I need to add like another monitor up here or something where I can actually see what's going on. Before I know it, I'm gonna have HDMI splitters everywhere and all that, but anyway. Let's dive into it. What I thought I'd do today is play as Spinal, and a character that I guess 6 months ago I never would have even considered picking, but I'm starting to have some fun with him. And there we go, another check on that, little paranoia check, that's great. Yeah, I've been really learning more with Spinal, starting to appreciate him a lot more. I'm not as good as, say, with like Saberwolf or TJ Combo, but I'm still good enough to get it done, so let's just do it. And if there's time, I might do a Raptor playthrough. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! So I'm liking him for these short combos like that are still pretty devastating to the opponent, which is nice. What else? I don't know, I think he's a fun character in general. He's easy to stun people with, it seems like. Alright, let's try to set up the Ultra since I'm probably not going to get a combo breaker done on me. There we go. Nice. This is going to drive me nuts, but I was so mad when I realized it stopped working. Either the camera's been acting up or the software, I don't know what it is. I'll be live streaming and they're like, hey, you're frozen, so I'm going to see if it does it anymore. I may just take it back to Best Buy where I bought the protection plan because I have to move it around so much. So maybe I'll just get a new one. I'll finally use one of those protection plans that you pay for and never use. Oh, he's stunned, which is good. Short combo, here we go. Nice, took away some damage, or took away some life, but it also does leave me open to a combo breaker, unfortunately. But I'm early in the game, so hopefully that won't happen much. So I guess let's talk about what's been going on. I haven't done a Gameplay Monday in quite a while. And yeah, by the way, if the camera does freeze and I catch it, I'm going to just have to fix it on the fly and edit some of that out. But you might see me frozen here for a while making a weird face. Let's see if I can do the Ultra real quick. Nope, can't do the Ultra with... Uh-oh. What did I do wrong there? I was trying to do his humiliation. Wrong character. It's funny, I did the right move, but maybe I just did it wrong, possibly. But anyway, so, haven't done this in a few weeks. I did a live one with Lady Cag last time, which was Revolution X. And that was emulation. By the way, this is a real Killer Instinct arcade cabinet with a CRT. It is not an arcade 1-up, not emulation. Everything's original, even the hard drive is inside of it. So Lady Cag's birthday was last weekend, which is the Memorial Day weekend in the U.S. Man, I'm having good luck here. Uh-oh, never mind. Anyway, and we wanted to go do something fun for her birthday, but when it's always really packed, everything is around that time, so we don't do our jet skiing stuff. We didn't want to go to the beach and be around tons and tons of people. So we decided to take Thursday and Friday off. I only worked 2 days last week, which was awesome. Had Monday off for the holiday, worked Tuesday, Wednesday, had Thursday and Friday off. We went jet skiing on Thursday, which was fun. The lake wasn't that busy, thankfully. It was nice. It was still a little cold. It's June in Texas, and the water was still... It was like you could get in it, but if you got out and did 50 miles an hour or 55 on a jet ski, you're going to freeze afterwards, so we just didn't do it. I think by next time, it should be good. That's good right there. We had fun doing that. Then I came home. I'll get to this story later. That day I had to come home and meet a lady to buy my California Speed cabinet, which I was very happy to get rid of, but of course, there's a story there. It wasn't just as simple as, yep, everything's great, here you go. But I'll get to that after this. We also went to the beach. Oh, let's do this. Went to the beach on Friday. We went to the Padre Island National Seashore. No cell service down there. It's like the bottom of Texas. Not really the bottom, but like the beach. It's a good several, probably 20, 25, maybe 30-mile stretch you can drive on. And this time they said you need 4x4, which is good because I actually brought my truck. Normally I would try to save the gas and just take our car because it's usually not too loose where we can get by with our car out there. But thankfully we took the truck and it was in really rough shape down there. So they were like, they even put up a special sign like don't attempt it without four-wheel drive. And I'm glad I did because we did need it in a few spots. But anyway, we went down and drove down quite a ways. It was very rough, very slow going this time. And on our way down there, I saw, so the lake, this beach is like, if you go far enough down, you can spread out enough from people to where you pretty much have your own private beach. I mean, there will be people driving by randomly. Other than that, you're kind of alone down there. It's nice. There's no screaming kids around you. You could actually change your clothes. You could get away with, as long as nobody's driving by, you could get away with changing out in the open and nobody would ever know you were naked out there. Don't ask me how I know. But on our way down the beach, we encountered some people who must have thought they were out far enough away, or they simply didn't care because there was two ladies that were about 40 years old. 40, I said, not 4. With their boobs out. Like it was nothing. And I was like, I'm driving up, I'm like, you know, you see those skin tone bathing suits sometimes, I'm like, is that lady topless? And Lady Cag's like, yep, yeah, she is, don't look. You know, I'm like, not because she didn't want me seeing some other lady's boobs, but she's like, don't look, it's weird. And I'm like, sorry, you're gonna whip your boobs out in public like that? I'm looking, that's just how it goes. Call me what you will, but I'm a dude who likes some boobs. And they didn't seem to try to hide them. It's not like they were scurrying to hide from us, they were just cooking with their boobs out, so. I don't know if you can do that in a state, or it's a national park technically. I don't think that they would like that very much because there's kids everywhere too, like they do come out with their family, but anyway. They were definitely boobs out and didn't care. What I found weird though, is it was 2 couples, and the women were just topless, and I'm thinking, well, that's fine if your wife wants to do that or your girlfriend when you're alone, but I would be like, hey, this other guy's seeing your boobs, and this is awkward, I don't know. I don't know why that's weird to me, but it was. Anyway, we had a great time on the beach, had our own little spot. I picked up trash. I've been doing this the last few times I go. Not because I'm some weird environmentalist hippie guy, it's just because the amount of garbage washing up on the beach nowadays is not only sad, but it's also offensive to me. Like, I'm like, what the heck is going on? And like, I'm assuming it's coming from other countries. We are in the Gulf down there, so it could be coming from parts of, you know, the US too, of course. And I was just stunned by how much was out there. So last time we went, I just grabbed a trash bag, which is always in my truck anyway for work stuff. Little cheap bags that my mom didn't want. She's like, take them to use for work or whatever. I was like, okay, cool. And filled it up. And then this time I had a bag from the lake. Oh, wait. Oh. Ah, she came back. This time I had another bag, and I filled like a bag like this big. Yeah, I think you can see me. About, you know, huge bag, about half my body of garbage just in the immediate area around us. And like 90% of it was bottle caps, plastic bottles, and it's just depressing. It's like, this is such a cool place to see. It's like one of the only natural beaches in the country, as far as I know, that you can drive that far down. And it's, you know, very remote and all that, so it's kind of sad to see it. Occasionally they do have the cleanup days where people will drive down there with trailers and volunteers come and bring all the trash out, but it's like, God, this sucks. Like, a lot of it was such weird garbage. I found plastic netting that was heavy duty, whatever it was. And I thought it was just a tiny bit, and I start pulling, and more of it comes out of the sand to the point where I was like, I can't even put this in the bag. It was so big. But anyway, I did my part. You can thank me later. Oh, I messed up the fatality. Yeah, then Saturday we just had a cleanup day, cleaned up all the stuff from the beach. You have to rinse like everything off, truck, underside of the truck. Had to take it to the car wash, get the rest of the salty crap off of it. Put all my work stuff back in, and I was beat. I'm starting to notice that as I near 40, I'm actually feeling, I don't even want to admit it because I don't want to be one of those people who uses an excuse, but I am feeling more, oh God, I have no idea who's who. I am feeling a little more tired. You know, what the heck? All right, Spinal, I got something for you. Come get it. There you go. I'm not able to do as much as I used to, like just a couple years ago even. Like, even 5 years ago, I probably would have done the same stuff and gone mountain biking Saturday morning, which I wanted to do, I won't lie, but it rained Friday night after we got home, so I couldn't. The trails were wet. I would have done it, and I would have been extra tired, but I would have been, you know, having fun at least. But even today, today's Sunday, I am tired today, but I made myself hit the treadmill and the elliptical today. Got a few things done around the house. I'm recording this video. I can't stand wasted time and just sitting around doing nothing. Okay, this piece of crap's still working. I'm gonna kill this camera if it goes out. I almost threw it across the room. I was so mad. Anyway, can't stand sitting around and doing nothing. Not looking forward to tomorrow though, or today as you guys are watching this. I gotta, you know, when like you take too much time off work and you almost get punished for it. I mean, that's kind of how it works for me. I don't know. I've got a very busy schedule and I'm not happy about it, but it is what it is, you know. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the California Speed sale. So, if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, I bought a California Speed, went all the way to Oklahoma to get it, which was a mistake. It was in rough shape when I got it. It did not work. Like, the game wouldn't boot, the monitor was dead, and I mean, people say the CRT is dead, like they mean, oh, it stopped working and I don't know how to fix it. I'm not saying I knew how to fix it necessarily, and at that time I especially didn't know how. Hold on. There it is. But the tube itself was damaged. The convergence yoke on the back was like broken off. And it was at the point where I was like, the tube looked bad in general when I did have it kind of put on there. And eventually I just said, screw that, we're going to take it out and I'm going to put an LCD in it. And I did just that. I wouldn't do it to a Killer Instinct, but to that game, which looks good as a LCD conversion, I was okay with doing it. I didn't feel too bad about it. And then I put it up for sale after doing a bunch of other work to it. Man, I should not have let him get all that life back. That was a mistake. Ooh, barely caught him on that one. Whoa, that was weird. I essentially spent several $100s getting this thing fixed up on top of fixing it, or buying it, I mean. And I kind of regret it now. I bought it as a project cabinet to see if I could buy them and sell them if I, you know, wanted to for content for the channel. It turns out that was probably not the best idea. I don't think I'll be doing it again, that's for sure. Hold on, get away from me. I've been trying to sell it for months now. All I was getting was weirdo lowballers who wanted, like, hey, I'll give you $400 and you can deliver it to my house for me. I was like, I'm good, thank you. Please leave me alone now. And finally a nice guy messaged me and it was like, hey, I'm from New Mexico, which he was so normal sounding that I almost said, hey, I'll deliver it to you. And I was like, are you in the San Antonio area? He's like, no, I'm in New Mexico. I was like, of course you are. I can't deliver there. I could, but it'd be a ridiculous fee. So I told him, but he said his wife was in the Austin area and she can come down and pick it up. He asked me if I thought it would fit in a Ford Excursion. And I was like, dude, I don't know, man. That's a California Speed sit-down racing cabinet. If you take the seat off, it's still a big machine. So I gave him the measurements. He's like, I think we're good. His wife shows up after. I'm going to shut up real quick for this. This is a great ending.
Okay, Spinal baby, let's go for a take. Action! No, cut!
I just noticed he's kind of fuzzy around his body, like they had to insert him over that. Such a cool game. Anyway, so she came, she was there waiting when we got back from jet skiing. I was all nasty and stuff. I was like, I hope she doesn't know who I am in any way. Like, hey, you're that guy from Killer Arcade Games who looks filthy right now. I was all, you know, had messy hair from sunscreen, and anyway, I was sweating. She's like, can we see it working? I was like, absolutely, of course. I would never expect someone to buy it without seeing it running. And I actually put a lot of time and effort into this, and I tested it for many hours. I've done a gameplay Monday on it. It's probably run in my possession for at least, I think, 10 hours. So I made sure I tested it many times to make sure there was not going to be any problems. I tried to stress test it, leave it running for like 2 hours in the garage and make sure nothing came up that was weird. Everything was good. So she lets her daughter test it. I flipped the switch. The daughter's sitting there. I noticed she was hitting buttons as the as the game was booting. And in my head, I'm like, this could be bad. You're not supposed to... It's a bad design, I think, really, but most racing games, if you mess with them when they're boosting, not most, but especially Rush the Rock, which is behind the camera over here, it tests the wheel and stuff as it's booting up, and if you mess with it, it thinks the wheel isn't responding, and it doesn't work right until it gets a proper booting where it can test the wheel. So I was like, well, it shouldn't be a problem. I've never seen it say it's testing the wheel when it starts up. She starts to play, and she's holding down the gas, and she's like, it's not doing anything. And I was like, what are you talking about? Hit the gas. You know, I was like, this kid doesn't know what she's doing. Well, she did. She was holding the gas pedal, and it was going nowhere. It was kind of going somewhere. It was like very odd. So I'm going to play again as Raptor, by the way. Another character I usually ignored, but I'm starting to enjoy a little bit more. Not great with her, not just like with Spinal. My best is definitely Saberwolf and Combo. But anyway, let's move on. Camera's still working. Good. Okay. So I'm like, well, that's truly bizarre, and I was very annoyed because I'm like, of course there's going to be a problem when they're here looking at it. I'm trying to get rid of this cabinet. These people are here, they have money, they're ready to buy it, they just want to make sure it works, and I've never had a problem with it. And of course there's a problem then. But I'm like, you know, I'll bet it was because she was messing with the buttons, so I said, don't touch anything, let's reboot it real quick. And I reboot it. She doesn't touch any buttons or anything as far as I remember. And it goes into this screen immediately, like on Rush, testing the steering wheel. And I'm like, I've literally never seen this game test the steering wheel. Never. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, it never did it when I played it. Everything has always worked really well with the steering. All the potentiometers that measure how much you're pushing buttons and stuff have always worked. Let me back up for the Ultra here real quick. It's always been, like, all the pots were good on that thing. They were perfect, actually. I was always kind of jealous that my Rush cabinet needs new potentiometers. Uh-oh, turned on me. What the heck? I guess I didn't hit the ground yet, and I did the air one. But everything was great. So I was like, okay. I'm letting this thing do the test, and I'm kind of annoyed because I'm like, I don't want this lady thinking something's wrong with it, so I start hitting the buttons to skip it. Not thinking, because I'm like paranoid, like, I cannot believe this is happening. I don't want her to think I'm trying to like swindle them and tell them it works fine when they get here, and there's problems. So I messed that up. I should have known better, but in the time I was like nervous and annoyed and all that at once. And so she, again, it doesn't do anything. I'm like, I've literally never seen this happen. I'm sorry. Let me go into the service menu. I'm checking to see if there's a calibration option. There is not. Oh, hold on. Dang it. And they're blocking that. I'm trying to work this into combos more, a little sneak attack, especially when playing online. So I'm fiddling around in the back of the cabinet, literally just checking connections. Like, is this connected? Is this securely connected to the main board? Is the steering board... Does it look normal? Everything looked fine. So I told her, okay, I'm going to try one more time to reboot it. And right as I'm about to give up, I flip the switch. It starts testing the monitor or the wheel again. I'm like, what is this? I left it alone, though, because I noticed it was turning the wheel the entire amount, going the other way, just like Rush does. And then it booted up, and I was like, okay, let's try again. I had her daughter try it. It worked fine. I even sat down and tried it after that, because I was like, I'm not going to sell these people something that's got a problem. Especially when they're driving that far. I don't want them thinking I'm like some jerk who's lied to them. They weren't very knowledgeable either. They were just starting to buy them. So I'm like, look, I swear to you this has not happened, but let me do some more testing just to make sure you're not going to have a problem. And thankfully, I played it. The daughter played it. It was fine. I said, you know what? Just to be extra sure, let's reboot it again. It rebooted. It did not test the wheel this time. Like, it's never tested the wheel. So, like, this is a good sign. Boot it up, let the daughter play again, everything was fine. And I even told her for good measure, I'm going to reboot it one more time and we're going to try again, just to make sure you're not going to have any pop-up problems. Rebooted, everything was good, thankfully. So they were happy to take it, and we had to fit it into a Ford Excursion, which was a little tough. Thankfully, the CRT was not in it, because that would have added so much weight to it and so much awkwardness of getting it laid down into the back of that thing. And we did have to take apart, of course, the seat had to come off, which I was fine with, and then the rails that the seat connects to the main cabinet with even had to come off, which I've never taken off. Took those off, got her a Ziploc bag with everything, helped her get it in, and to my surprise, it barely fit, but it did, and she was off, and hopefully everything's worked out for them, and they're happy. And if they happen to see this video, I'm so mad. I almost told him about the channel just to be like, look, I swear I'm not some random dude. I don't know what good it would do to tell him about the channel other than sound like a blowhardy douche. So I didn't tell him about the channel. I was going to tell him, you can even see the video where I fix this thing up. It's like 30 minutes long of me just going through this machine over a period of a week or more or whatever it was. And it's never been a problem. But anyway, I'm hoping everything goes smoothly. I'm a little paranoid. I did show her a few things in the back because I did install an outlet in there. And that is what powers the monitor and the conversion board. I did that rather than cutting up the wiring and all that of the monitor. Oh, got him, yeah. Let's try that again. Oh. I did show her that though, because I was like, it's possible if this thing's bouncing around in your car for 1,000 miles or whatever it is, you might have one of these fall out, and if you get there and like the picture's not on, check that first. It's very possible that it just disconnected off from the outlet. So I'm hoping everything's good. I'm just so paranoid. I have bad luck selling arcades, apparently. I don't want them thinking I screwed them, you know? Anyway. So that's that. I have an extra $710 now, which, man, the temptation's rough when you have that extra money, because right away I see Facebook Marketplace, and I see a Rush 2049 Special Edition cabinet in decent condition. He wants $550 for it. I could probably get him down to $450, I'm hoping. And it has a dead monitor, but, you know, the guy didn't seem to know what he was... He doesn't seem to be like an arcade guy, doesn't seem to know how to fix them or anything, so I'm assuming it could be a relatively easy fix. If not, I know friends who can help me out, and I'm not going to do it, though. I cannot buy another arcade right now. I really don't have room for it in here. It just sucks, because I really would like to have that cabinet, but it's also near Dallas, so it'd be another day of driving. I've already driven like 700 miles this week between working and fun. Just not looking to drive another 400 probably. Just to pick up a game that may have to sit in the garage for a while. Nice air combo. Yeah, I gave myself credit. Dang it, I was hoping to make that a combo. Interesting. I know she has another fatality. Let's see if I can do that one real quick. Down, down, forward, forward, fierce punch. Let's see. Oh no, that's the humiliation. Whoops. Tail stab. It's the same as Spinal's move, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it's just backwards. That's funny. That's really funny. But yeah, that's where I am with all that, and I'm hoping that everything goes smoothly, and I'm hoping that my work week isn't so bad. Haven't had a full work week in about 2 weeks now. Got to get back used to it. Got to get ready for it to be busy. All that stuff. Not happy. Man, I suck with Raptor now. Like, none of my moves are working out. I don't even remember if he hit me. There we go. I'm trying to do these, like, shorter combos. That was a 9-hitter, though. Let's do the Ultra. Or tail stab. What is it again? Oh, no. Forward, forward, back. Fierce kick. I got that. Ooh, right through him. Awesome victory. I love this game so much. You guys who watch the channel know this already, but if you're just finding this game is like a dream come true for me to own. Loved it since it first popped up in '94, and I was playing it and blown away by it. It's still a beautiful game, and it's still impressive to me even today. I think a kid could see this today and be like, wow, that's really cool, you know? I love that short combo, by the way. Especially when you got the combo breaker on you and you can do the 3 extra fireballs. I'm trying to force this into being something I pull off regularly, but it's not really working out. All right, we're going Ultra combo. There we go. Yeah, I love this game so much that I even stored an extra PCB just in case anything ever goes wrong. The monitor is beautiful on it. I'm hoping it stays that way for a long, long time. My assumption is when the guy I bought this from, which is Mel, who's on the Arcade 1UP leaderboards, if you guys play on there, you're going to know who he is for sure. One of the best guys I ever run into, that's for sure. He bought it, I'm probably gonna butcher this, I think I always butcher it, but he bought it from a guy, or I think a place online that fixed them up. I could be getting the story wrong, sorry if I am, Mel. But anyway, I have a suspicion that they put a new monitor in this before they sent it to him, because this thing is in such good condition. He's had it since like the early 2000s. You're going off. And he's had it since then, and when I got it, all it needed was minor adjustments. Like, I lifted up the control deck, adjusted the pots inside that changed the brightness, contrast. It needed just a little bit of changes, and that was it. The flyback didn't need to be touched. Nothing has ever been messed with on this as far as I know. And it's by far the most pretty monitor I have. Although the KI2 monitor is like a close second now. I'm really hoping to get the KI2 cabinet in here soon. I'm waiting on art to show up. And I am going to leave it as a KI2 temporarily. If you guys know, my plan is to eventually make it a main cabinet. And then probably take the KI2 board and put it in this cabinet on a switcher. I like KI2, but not enough to not fully change it. All you purists out there, I've said this a million times, but don't worry, everything I do to it is 100% reversible. I won't change the art. I'm just gonna put a PC in and all the adapters that need to be put in to change it to PC. JAMA harness is gonna stay, and it'll be easy to switch back if anyone ever wanted to. Oh, I can't do the... We'll do the fart fatality. I don't think I've done that yet. Good stuff. Fart and burp. It's class right there. Okay. So paranoid about this camera. Oh, I better... Okay, I was like, did I hit record? That would have been another bad time. I think I was about this far in when I realized the camera had screwed up, so I was not happy. I think I can beat... Yeah, on this stage, I think I can beat him without dying. I really don't need to try that hard to beat him, just get lucky and stay away from him for the most part. Oh crap, I didn't get over him. So I'm not getting lucky there. Uh-oh. I gotta get out of this corner, even if it hurts me. Yep, I'm dead. Oh, and he's getting his life back. Glitch, glitch, glitch. Not glitching. Sometimes he'll glitch, or I assume he's glitching, and it will let you hit him right after he does that stomp. He just stands there. I don't think you can air combo him. It does not seem to work. Oh, what? Stop that. Jump. Come on. All right, he's dead. Testicle bite. Oh, he whipped him with the tail. She did, I mean. Love it. Looks good on the screen, too. The camera really captures this one nicely. Let me go look. I got monitors here and here, but never where I can see while I'm playing. I need to put one above here, apparently. Maybe a portable one would be nice, but they're not that portable anyway. Scott V007 is now following me on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me, I don't post a ton, but if you want to see new video announcements, follow me on Instagram. I believe it's just at Killer Arcade Games. I think I got the actual name. Nice. This game's awesome. So cool. Well, guys, I hope this distracted you, or at the very least, brightened your Monday in some way. Maybe my way of watching stuff like this is, after a rough Monday or a rough day in general, find something good on YouTube that doesn't require too much thought out of you. Sit back with a nice cold drink, maybe a snack, and just enjoy some relaxation time. I hope I can provide that for you, because I truly know how nice that is. And I'm not just saying that because I'm making a video, but it's dead serious on that. So I hope it helped, and if it did, please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you're new for more arcade content. And I guess what'll be coming next might be maybe an MK4 tutorial. I've been trying to get that out, but I've re-recorded that about 5 times, and I just can't seem to get it right, which is making me crazy. I'll eventually get it right, I hope, and get it out to you guys. Beyond that, once I get my art from XL Arcade for KI2, I could probably knock that project out in about a day, if I have a whole day to dedicate to it. Get it painted, get it sanded, get the new art on, and it's not going to be perfect, because I'm not going for perfect in that case. If I ever go to sell it, I might buy a new side art to fix up, the right side's kind of not repairable or not passable in my opinion, but it's going to be in between these games. I like to keep them as original as possible, so I'm going to do just that for a while. And yeah, that may be one of the things you see soon, the KI2 fix-up project, and then we'll move it in here, and then that means one of the arcade 1-ups behind me has to get the boot, so we'll figure that out too. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching once again. I hope this brightened up your Monday, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know how your Monday went. Maybe it was good, maybe it was bad. Either way, vent in the comment section. I'd like to hear it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. I couldn't end it right there because this is awesome, especially that available for your home in 1990. Anyway, thank you guys. I'll see you on the next one.